When the Thorn guys talked with each other about what we meant by thriving as individuals and in this community, we immediately thought of relationships, good food, play, and priorities. As we talked a little more, we also talked about rest, faith, and balance. What was really important to us for thriving, what we kept coming back to in our conversation, was being willing to take chances in life while supporting each other as a dorm family. With that, I want to give everyone in Thorn and M&M a big thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all tonight. They took a chance in believing in me. For them, it wasn't a hard thing to do, but on the other hand, it also means so much for me, as it's my first time talking in chapel. So keep this in mind within the Brooks community, so that we can make this a place where everyone can thrive in. We hope that this idea can furthermore be understood with the following readings, thoughts, music we chose for tonight's service. Thank you.
My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. Maya Angelou.
We chose this poem, I'd Pick More Daisies by Natalie Stair, age 85. I picked more daisies. If I had my life to live over, I tried to make more mistakes next time. I would relax, I would limber up. I would be sillier than I have on this trip. I would take more chances, I'd take more trips. I'd climb more mountains, swim more rivers, and watch more sunsets. I would have more actual troubles and fewer imaginary ones. You see, I am one of those people who lives safely and sensibly, insanely, hour after hour, day after day. Oh, I have had my moments, and if I had to do it over again, I'd have more of them. In fact, I try to have nothing else, just moments, one after another. If I had to do it over again, I'd go places and do things. I travel lighter than I have. If I had my life to live over, I'd start barefooted earlier in the spring and stay that way later in the fall. I'd ride on merry-go-rounds. I'd pick more daisies.
Thorn House, which is located across from the dining hall, is in the heart of campus. This means it's at the center of everything. Thorn House is a unique dorm as it's the largest dorm on campus. To some, this may look like it would be a disconnected dorm, but that is exactly the opposite. As a family first and a dorm second, we are able to thrive in all aspects of what the school is looking for. What sticks out the most in the dorm are the fantastic, loving, and caring dorm parents of the wonderful Thorn House. These are real people that make the dorm thrive in a way that means the students can thrive in and outside the classroom. Examples of these great people and their doings are all around us. We have a fratio, a pizza oven, a fire pit, a bubble hockey table, and 2 awnings. Last year, Dobbins was able to bring the dorm closer together, organizing a paintball excursion on Sunday. Occasionally, we will have dorm Call of Duty tournaments in the library basement. All of this is geared towards bringing the dorm closer together and having us thrive socially. Every Friday night at 10 o'clock check-in, Profe greets the entire dorm with warm cookies and milk. A wrecking ball and dodgeball as we went undefeated last year, and with dorm chants before taking the court brought us all together. Throughout the school day, we check up on our fellow dorm mates to make sure they're okay and to make sure that they are in a mood that will lead them to thriving. During the hours of study hall, the seniors follow the same rules as the underclassmen, keeping their doors open and being quiet so their fellow dorm mates can thrive during study hall. Thorn bonds together closely to create an environment to make everyone thrive individually, which leads to a thriving dorm, which is Thorn House. Thorn House thrives off being a close family who looks out for each other no matter what the situation. We are a family. No matter what happens, we will always stay as a family, because this is the moral of a dorm and one of our founding pillars. And now we will sing Space Oddity, which is a song commonly played in Thorn, a song that shows off how the dorm thrives.
Good evening. As we join together to sing, I ask that you please keep in mind the lyrics and why we chose this song. As Bowie discusses leaving the capsule, think about your own individual capsules and what you can do to step out and thrive. Please stand for Space Oddity by David Bowie.
To follow that up, we have a reading from the Hebrew Bible. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verses 19 through 25. Souls who follow their hearts thrive. Fools bent on evil despise matters of the soul. Become wise by walking with the wise. Hang out with fools and watch your life fall to pieces. Disaster entraps sinners, but God-loyal people get a good life. A good life gets passed onto the grandchildren. Ill-gotten wealth ends up with good people. Banks foreclose on the farms of the poor, or else the poor lose their shirts to crooked lawyers. A refusal to correct is a refusal to love. Love your children by disciplining them. An appetite for good brings much satisfaction, but the belly of the wicked always wants more. Thank you.
I chose a poem entitled The Feast from a Jewish poet and scholar, Marisha Falk. She talks about Jewish ideas of thriving when she explains, quote, "We are embodied selves, and Judaism emphasizes our embodiment. This life, this world, this moment in time, acknowledge, we embrace, we claim." In Jewish religious practice, the ordinary does not go unmarked or unattended. One blesses not just the holiday, but every day. It is an ongoing source of blessing. In a life lived mindfully, we experience daily the world's greatest fullness. The feast. The laden arms of the oak, the elm, and the agitated hunger of the small jays. The fat globes of white sugar mum and you in the morning shade sipping hot coffee. The taste of the new day, sharp and alive, are a chorus that says, "Indulge, the world is abundant." This love, dying world to which we are given, out of which we have come. O body of the world, eat with joy the fullness of the world.
Please take a hymnal as we stand to sing.